Hello, everyone. So, in this week's module, we really just kind of got a brief synopsis of some of the ways that technology has really made an impact in health and wellness, but it's also kind of touched on some of the disadvantages too. Um, we learned about how um, health and like health promotion and just really health education has become super accessible to the population just through like social media and other websites. That you're able to get pre-diabetes testing online now, which is super great, and it's free, and that really helps out the population. We also got to hear from Stephen Downs, how he, highlighted, how great technology is in health right now. But he also pointed out about how, you know, the technology also just highlights the fact, like how immobilized we are in life. The fact that we have to have a watch remind us to get those extra steps. We're not already getting those steps in our daily life due to automobiles and TV, dishwashers, all that kind of stuff that really just kind of made life easier and kind of got us as a species complacent with kind of like a lazy leisure time filled lifestyle. Um, we also learned about how technology is being observed and how like nuances in the technological field are starting to be created. Through the two kind of articles that we read touching on that, and then also, you know, one or two like advantages and disadvantages that I've kind of thought of. Advantages are how easy it is to market now, especially with social media. I can't tell you how many ads I see a week on my Instagram or Twitter feed that are talking about health related things, like, surveys on how mobile I am in life, and also just kind of different, technological marketing ads like, oh, here's this new device, here's how it can help you in your daily life. I think that is a huge advantage. Also it's advantage for health-based companies and like nonprofit organizations of being able to advertise their message and what they're really trying to accomplish. And so that's great. But one of the disadvantages that I think in using technology is that it kind of what Stephen Downs was saying is it highlights the fact that we live a very comfortable, sustainable life. There's not a threat of safety so much anymore. Well, I mean, now there has been with the COVID-19 pandemic going on, but before that, I mean, it was a very comfortable, sustainable life. And, that got us complacent, that got us seeking more leisure time. And although leisure time can be really good for mental health, if you're using that leisure time improperly, spending it on the couch watching TV, just kind of laying around on your phone, some of us fall into, it can really impact your health in a negative way. And so I think that's one of the ways technology has kind of disadvantaged us. And also, technology has disadvantaged us just by, it's almost like a crutch. The way I can kind of best compare it to is like using a calculator in math. It stops us from being able to live without the technology. You know, People can figure out on Weight Watchers how many points a certain food is or food item just by taking a picture of the nutritional info on boxes and packages. But outside of that, they don't really know how to read them. They don't know how to interpret what they're putting into their body, what they're really reading. Let me see if I can think of another example. As far as like watches and everything, the Apple watches, they take control of your, or they take your pulse and keep track of how many steps you've taken and all of the other stuff. Like, we're not able to figure out what those are, especially with the new generation coming in with this technology already accessible. They're not going to be able to really understand how to calculate these things without the use of this technology. And so really, although technology can really help us in a lot of aspects, it can also hurt us just because it's taking away that sense of knowing how to do things the original way. So yeah, thank you guys.